Okay, there's the moon up there. There's the moon. See it up there? Let's get a look at that. It's always over my head. It's never at my feet. And there's your radio towers and your dead spots on your flat earth right there. You know, when you go camping and shit and you don't get no signals, that's why right there. See how them radio signals don't hit down in the valleys and canyons outside of super populated areas, because the towers are fewer and fewer between. Well, you see, you get out here on your satellite signal and they would hit all over the earth. There would be no dead spots, folks. Think about that. And look at the moon. Look at that moon up there. Tell me, is that moon always not above your head? I mean, it comes up at the horizon, you know, but that's still above your feet and at eye level. It's never below your feet. Well, in order for Australia to even have a remote chance, say that little green spot right there would be Australia, perhaps, on that little drawing right there. That would be Australia. And that's kind of where the moon would have to be, if that's me right there on the 45th north, somewhere around there. And that moon's always above my head up there. Now, and that's Australia. Do you think it's going to be above their head ever? Do you? Joe showed you that the other day. And he was looking around in the cubed up, the sphere in the cube. And he was standing on the sphere inside of the cube. He demonstrated that when you're on the south side of the sphere looking straight up, you actually look at the floor. But when you're on the north side of the sphere and you look up, you see the ceiling. And that is the moon right up there that we observe. Impossible for Australia to have a moon up in their sky when it's in my sky every night, up above my head, never below my feet, so that it could be above their head. Are you getting it yet, folks? That moon's never down there so it can be above Australia's head. It's always up there in a circular pattern across the flat earth. That's just my artwork. First time I've drawn in ages, and more than just any drawing at all. Got a little boat down there. How do you like that? Gravity's pretty tough. You see that gravity holding that boat on up there? Them satellites out there, the gravity's holding on to them satellites out there. And the gravity's holding the moon. And the moon's holding the gravity, holding the tides. But the earth is holding the moon, but the moon is holding the Earth's water. The sun is holding the Earth, but the sun doesn't hold the moon. The sun holds all the other planets, but it just don't hold the moons of the planets with the gravity. What don't you get, folks? Think you could really build something down there on the bottom of that globe? You think you would feel comfortable if you were really standing on your head all day? I mean, hanging from your feet all day, should I say? Because I know my feet are down and my head is up. And if you're going to be down there in Australia, your feet are going to have to be down, up, and your head's going to have to be down. So you're going to have to be hanging from your feet, living on that spinning ball. It's my art studio right there. I guess I should have signed it, but I didn't. It's all good though. I do have a good light effect on it. I like where that moon is. It turned up perfect right between there, right where it would have to be on the globe for it to be a globe, as the moon is always above our heads on the northern hemisphere. No matter how far out there you put it off the center, folks, it's always going to be below your feet. It's got to be up there, just like we observe it off this flat, wavy plane that it shows there, and it traverses across it in a circular path. I don't know how it all works, and I don't claim to know how it all works. That's why I'm questioning the rivers. We don't have enough precipitation falling from the skies to support the river flow. When you figure all of the worldly mighty rivers, you want to try to tell me that the few ice-capped mountains are feeding all them rivers? Don't they all lead to the ocean? All rivers lead to the ocean. Main rivers, all the main ones. One ocean or the other. What if the oceans actually sucked up the water and pumped it somewhere else out, and that's where rivers are actually coming from? Just go look at a river. What's really got me considering the rivers lately, folks, is standing out here filming this moon in the mighty Columbia, sitting there just constantly, the millions and millions of gallons a second, I imagine, rolling down that spillway behind me. I just can't help but to think there's just ain't that much precipitation. Kind of like there ain't no globe. Just another one of them deceptions. Anyway, look, NASA, I'm as good as you are. I even made satellites, and I got them to stick around my Earth with gravity. See that? Anyway, that's my take on it. And that's where I stand, because I do have a good comprehension, and I'm sticking to the left. I don't care how many of you are on the right. I've done the investigation. And then investigation continues. Peace out.